Hello viewers, the date is Sunday the 14th. I know I haven't been uploading lately. This is my first video in a few days or weeks, I should say. But on Monday the 8th of December, I was involved in a car accident. I have to admit I was a bit tipsy, but even if I wasn't, this car accident was the inevitable. So I came around the corner and then both lanes were occupied and I couldn't slow down in time. And there was bystanders on the side of the road, so I couldn't swing off the road because I would have hit some of them. There were people in the vehicles up front, so I didn't want to hit any of the vehicles directly in a head-on collision. Otherwise, it would result with, injured passengers and dead passengers. So I did my best to steer my vehicle straight in between these two lanes on the white line. It's a 4-lane highway, so 2-lane forward and 2-lane back. So it's a 4-lane highway, so I was on the left side heading that way, and I kind of had no choice but to weave my way in between the vehicles. So I scratched about 4 vehicles on either side, and I know that now, but at the time it all happened so fast, in the space of 2 seconds, and I got so scared. I thought I had killed some people, but luckily, I managed to weave my way through these 4 vehicles, and I came out the other side. And I was gonna stop, but there was an angry mob ready to get me. So I did my best to just escape, but it was my car's local vehicle, so they knew who I was. So they came around and put word out to my relatives, and they're suing me for damages. So they brought their quotation, so I have to face them in the near future. But I am shook as fuck. I'm a bit traumatized. Mind you, this is actually my first time in my whole life to be involved in a car accident. I've never really been in any kind of head-on collision, or I've always been a good driver, but I feel as though this accident was the inevitable, coming around the corner fast, and then both lanes ahead are occupied, and these vehicles were right side by side, so I couldn't really overtake. So I just had to think fast. So I decided to squeeze my vehicle in between all of them. If I had hit any of them head on, it would have been bad. And there were bystanders on the side of the road, so I couldn't really swing off the road. That would have been bad for myself and the bystanders. It was pretty scary, man. I have to be honest. This is my first time, and I'm pretty traumatized. I'm shook as fuck. And I have to pay for the damages. And being broke right now is starting to really worry me. 'Cause I don't really know how I would do that. But yeah. I'm fucking scared. Shitless. I don't know what to do, honestly. Anyways, the point I'm trying to make here is that bad shit does happen to good people. I mean, I always knew that, but like, deliberately or not deliberately, just be ready for shit, It's like you never know when there's going to be a bad day. Like since I've never really hurt anybody, I've always thought like, karma. I've always believed in karma. I thought bad shit only happened to you because of the things you do to other people. Like I thought of things what goes around comes around type of thing. So I always thought bad shit happened to the people who, deserved it, or to the people who asked for it. But now I'm confused. I don't really believe in karma anymore, I have to say. I mean, I just think bad shit could be happening to anybody, really. Like, most of the people suffering and dying probably don't deserve it. I think my advice to you is just to be ready for these things, Be ready for when shit would go bad. I know I didn't really kill anyone in the accident. No one got injured or anything like that. I just scratched a few vehicles, but still, I feel traumatized as shit. Just what if someone died? Would be a completely different story. And like, this is not like the West, this is PNG. It's the Melanesian world, and when you kill someone, his relatives will come for you. If you hurt somebody, they will come for you. Like, out here, it's eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. So like, man, days after the accident, I couldn't fall asleep. So like for 3 days, or for 3 nights, 4 days, I didn't really sleep. I just sat up on my bed thinking. I couldn't eat. I fasted 3 days, like on a water fast. Like all I drank was water, but I couldn't eat. I just lost my appetite, and this was unintentionally. Like, I just had so much on my mind. It just felt so traumatic. I just could not eat. And I fasted 3 days. Unintentionally. But I fasted 3 days. And in the past, I've tried to fast, but like I never could really make it past 1 day. But after, while being traumatized and thinking about how to fix the damage and everything, especially in my broke, unemployed state with no backup savings, 3 kids, a wife, and then losing my vehicle in the process. I was just fucking stressed as shit, you know. And because I was a bit tipsy, like all my relatives are sort of, you know, getting on my ass, like, oh, this is what you get for drinking, blah blah blah. But honest to God, personally, the way things happened, even if I was sober, it would have been the same. Like I would have still hit those 4 vehicles. I would have still scratched them like that. It all happened within the span of like 2 seconds. Happened so fast. I didn't really realize what had happened until after it had already happened. I'm just glad I didn't kill or injure anybody, but still, damages done to the vehicles. They're all suing me for damages. I'm thankful for that. They've not tried to take me to the cops or anything, but like they've not called the cops on me. But I'm still, either way, I'm still fucking traumatized. Like, and I'm learning. I'm really learning from this shit, and I'm thinking, you know, be ready for the bad days. Even if you don't expect any, even if you don't go looking for any, these things come without warning. So like, always be ready for the bad days. Always have a thick layer of cash, you know, money back up. You know, just call it the escape money, or call it, I think I would call it the escape money, because like it will save you from your problems, you know, if you have to compensate for the problem. It's good to have some backup cash, and I don't have that right now, so I'm just like fucking frustrated as shit, man. I'm just gone. Fucking hurts my brain to think like I've aged 2 years in a fucking week just thinking about this shit. I know for some of you watching this, you'd be thinking like, oh, it's just, you just scratched some vehicles, blah blah blah. But mind you, this is my first time, you know. I've never really brought anything upon myself like this in the past. In my fucking 27 years on this earth, I've never really done anything of that nature. And like, first time having to owe people for damages caused. And then it's putting me in the negative digits. Like I was struggling as it is, and then now I'm owing people. Bro, fuck this shit, you know.